Students, today we'll do question number 2 of exercise 13.2. So here is sum number 1. Now this whole form we have to simplify it. Now the first term you see 2 to the power cube, it is already in a simplified form, we cannot break it more further, and 3 to the power 4, but these two numbers if you carefully see, then we can split it further, isn't it? So how exactly we'll do it? Now 4 could be written as, if you do the prime factorization, then how many 2's are there? 2. So we can write 2 square in place of 4. Okay. 3 and 32 can be written as, before that we have to do the simplification, prime factorization, sorry. 2 16's are, 2 8's are, 2 4's are, 2 2's are, and 2 1's are. So how many 2's are there? 1 2 3 4 5, exactly 5. Okay, so now we'll bring all the terms which are carrying the same base. Okay, so these are carrying the same base, 1 2 and 3. Okay, so how to write it down? 2 3, 2 square, and 2 to the power 5. These are all carrying the same base, and these two are carrying the same base. So we are just written all the terms which are carrying the same base separately. Now let's solve this one. Now these two are carrying the same base, and they're having multiplication sign in between. So what we have to do with the powers, we have to add it. Yes. Okay, and these two are carrying the same base, but they are in the division form. Okay, so division could be written in both the form, that is a by b. Suppose, okay, not a by b, suppose 2 by 3 can be also written as 2 divided by 3. Both the same only. So these are the two ways by which we can write the division form. Okay, so they are in the division form, 3 by 4 divided by 3. So when the base are same and the division sign is there, so what we do with the powers, we subtract the powers. Now this 3, you do not see any power is there. When you do not see any power is there, it means here we have 1. So how to write this? 4 minus 1. Always the numerators and exponents has to be minus. Okay, you have to keep this exponential value first and the denominators value at second. Now solve this. 2 to the power 5 by 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power cube. Now these two terms are same, absolutely same, so we'll reduce this as 1 and 1. Okay, so what is the answer? 3 cube. Now 3 cube would be written as 3 into 3 into 3. So the answer is 27. Okay, I hope everyone has understood. So this was sum number 1. Let's move on to sum number 2. Now this is sum number 2. So what exactly we have to do? Yes, if you see that any base is carrying power and to the power again, so what we do? Yes, we multiply it. So that is 2 into 3 into 5 to the power 4. Okay, we'll keep it inside the bracket only. Now what is the answer of this? 5 to the power 6 into 5 to the power 4 divided by 5 to the power 7. Now these two are carrying the same base and they are having multiplication sign in between. So what we do with the powers? I hope everyone is answering, I know. That is, we have to add the powers. Very good. Okay. Now what is the sum of 6 plus 4? It would be 10. Now again these two terms are carrying the same base, but this time they are having division sign in between. So we have to subtract the powers. So at last we'll get the answer as 5 to the power 3. Now split it up. That is 5 to the power 3 means you have to multiply 5 3 times. That is, the answer would be 1 2 5. Okay, so let's move on to sum number 3. This is sum number 3. Now we have to simplify this 25 into the simplest form. Okay, we have to write this 25 into the simplest form. So if we just simplest form means you have to do the prime factorization. So 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5. So it will be 5 square to the power 4 divided by 5 cube. I hope you have understood. In place of 25 I have written 5 square, and this 25 was already carrying 4. So when I am writing 5 square in place of 25, I have to also write this 4 also. Now what we have to do with this powers? We have to multiply it. 22 into 4 divided by 5 to the power cube. Now this would be 5 to the power 8 divided by 5 to the power 3. So these two terms are carrying the same base and they're having division sign in between. So we have to subtract the powers. So answer would be 5, isn't it? Now let's simplify this. 25 is 625 and 625 into 5, students, what is it? 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 2, 5. Okay, so it would be 3, 2, 2, 5 is the right answer. Okay, let's move on to sum number 4. This is sum number 4. Now, is there any term which you can simplify, which you can break? You cannot break 3, 7, these are all prime numbers. But yes, this is the number which you can split. That is, you can expand. How? That is 3 into 7 square into 11 to the power 8. 21 could be written as 3 into 7, isn't it? 3 7s are 21. 11 cube. Okay, now we'll bring all the terms which are carrying the same base. So 3, 3, these are all absolutely same. Which you find that absolutely same, you just reduce it. Okay, cancel it. Now, which are the terms which are carrying the same base? This 2 and this 2. So we will write it separately. Write this. Okay. Now, these are in the division form. So what we do with the powers? It is carrying 1. So what we do with the powers when the terms are carrying the same base and having the division sign in between? We subtract the powers. That is 2 minus 1. Again, these are having the same base but they are in the division form. What we do with the powers? We will subtract it. 8 minus 3. So it will be 7 and it will be... So this is the answer. You do not have to break it because it's too big. Okay. So let's move on to sum number 5. This is sum number 5. Okay. So see, these all terms are carrying the same base. Okay, in numerator we have only one term, but in the denominator we have two terms. So first of all, we try to solve the denominators first. Now 3 to the power 7, these two terms are carrying the same base and carrying multiplication sign in between. So what we do with the powers? Obviously we have to add it. So this is how we will write. So 3 to the power 7. Now if we add it, we will get the same value as 3 to the power 7. So the numerator and the denominator are sharing the same value. So we will cancel it as 1 1. So the answer would be 1. Okay, or there is another way. Suppose if you do not want to cancel, then there is another way. 3 to the power 7, this 3 and this 3 are the same base and they are in the division form. So how to write it down? We have to subtract the power, isn't it? So 3 to the power 7 minus 7. So answer would be what? 3 to the power 0, and we know that anything to the power 0 is what? 1. So in this way also we can write 1 also. You can follow any one process. No problem. Okay. So let's move on to sum number 6. This is sum number 6. So 2 to the power 0 plus 3 to the power 0 plus 4 to the power 0. So we have already learned in our previous video that any base which is carrying 0 as a power, that will be equivalent to 0. So see, every base is carrying 0 as a power. So this would be equals to 1. So 2 to the power 0 is 1, 3 to the power 0 is 1, and 4 to the power 0 will be also 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is what? 3. 3 is the answer. Now let's move on to sum number 7. Again, every base is carrying 0 as a power. So in place of every term, we will write 1 only, because this all are equivalent to 1, because all are carrying 0 as a power. Okay, so 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. Now let's do this. Question number 8. 3 to the power 0 is what? 1. 2 to the power 0 is what? 1. 5 to the power 0 is what? 1. Now let's solve the bracket. 1 plus 1 is what? 2 into 1. What is the answer, students? Absolutely 2. So today up till only this. So for today's assignment, you will do 8 questions of sum number 2. Okay, and tomorrow we'll continue from sum number 9. Okay. Thank you and take care, all of you.